just left Guerrero Negro, and I'm driving north on the US 1. There's a truck about to pass me, and pickup truck. See how fast he goes and how close he goes to me. Anyway, you can see that the road, it's about the same as the United States, but there's absolutely no shoulder whatsoever. And those white things on the side of the shoulder are concrete pillars. One of those things is not going to be pretty. And you can also see that it's pretty much a drop off on either side. It's got at least 4 feet down. There's been some other parts that were, I could see the tree trunks right there, and there was nothing except for that little 4 inches or 2 inches of shoulder. And sometimes the asphalt's completely missing, it's washed out underneath, and you have to go in the other lane to avoid it, and that's just the way it is. My RV travel trailer is wider than my truck by, I don't know, probably 2 feet. So if I have my passenger driver's side tire, travel trailer tire on the yellow line, I have about 6 inches to the white line. So that means I have about 3-inch clearance on either side of my truck to keep it in my lane. And be a little nerve-wracking. This is not bouncy. The road from Algodones down to San Felipe was so bouncy I couldn't possibly have done this video. And then from San Ignacio down to Loreto, it's pretty bouncy, but from Loreto down to La Paz, it's really, really bouncy. All right, we got a big, I think that's a big truck. No, it's a truck that passed me. Okay. Yeah, you get a tractor trailer coming at you, especially with wider mirrors or a Class A, and they're not comfortable on the road, and they're hanging on your yellow line, and my mirror sticks out, and it's like, I have nowhere to go. I'm up against the white line. That's all that there is to it. Anyways, it's quite stressful. There's often goats or cows or steer just hanging out the road, or the side of the road. You don't know if they're going to come into the road. So that's a little stressful as well. Yeah, so I find driving down here somewhat stressful. If I had to do it all over again, while it's very doable in a 24-foot travel trailer like I have, and I'm a very confident, competent, experienced driver of big rigs. I was in the fire service. I drove all the big rigs there. I've had my emergency vehicle operations course through the fire service and the police department and the military. So I've been driving big rigs for a long time. But this is the most stressful driving I think I've ever had to do. Thank God it's not raining, and forget driving at night in Mexico. Oh my goodness, they've got these topes, which are really speed humps. Most of them are labeled, most of them are painted, but it's worn off. Not all of them are, and all of a sudden, out in the middle of nowhere, usually in a town, there's a tope. I hit one at 40 miles an hour. That was not pretty. I thought I was going to blow out my 2 front tires and maybe bend something, but I didn't. And at night, you're just not going to see them. And I was hoping a big truck would come along and pass us, so I've been making this longer than necessary, but apparently there's no truck in my immediate future, so I'm going to have to let this go. Oh, they also have these great, big, huge, beautiful looking buses that come from the United States all the way south that go by several times a day, so that's another way you can travel down. I wouldn't want to do that during COVID, but here we are. All right, it's like driving through Texas. There's nothing and nothing and nothing. Thank goodness for Sirius Radio. All right, thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you